Good day, viewers. Welcome to the Passionate Virtual Series. It's your boy Fololwale from Passion Network Command Center, Kaduna, and also I'm the president of Passion Network. So enjoy as it goes. This morning we're going to be having a guest, Mr. Mogbolu Nesochi from all the way from Abuja. He's a political scientist and he's going to be talking about the passionate quote 121. And the quote says, some people have become familiar with the blessings of God. That is why they don't see it as such again. So, Mr. Neso, over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for that introduction. I'll be taking quote 121 that says some people have become over familiar with the blessings of God. That is why they don't see it as such again. And I must admit that when I first saw this quote, it really struck me, it really spoke to me, because this is the case with many of us today. You know, there are a lot of things that we enjoy and we think that, oh, it's normal. You know, you wake up in the morning, you think it's normal to wake up in the morning, and you think everything is okay. I should have woken up this morning, so I have nothing to thank God for. And that is why many of us are so ungrateful, because we have refused to see God's hand in our lives. I was reading a book a couple of days ago, and the writer was saying that some of us, when we wake up, we just start pressing phone. We don't even know if our legs are working. When we're done pressing the phone, we just put our legs on the ground and start walking, and we think that everything is okay. There's nothing to give God thanks for. But the truth of the matter is that we need to sit down and actually think and become cautious about the things God is doing in our lives, because the things we get free of charge are what people are paying for, both in the hospital and in all manners of places to get. I read about somebody who couldn't pass waste through their body system. You know, they have to go through some this sucking. There's a machine that, you know, extracts it, and this is something we enjoy. I was discussing with a friend of mine. He told me that one of the sweetest things is just to offload, you know, use that word. And the truth of the matter is that those are the blessings we enjoy. Some people can remember the last time they tasted food, and we just taste food and say, oh, this food is so spicy, this food is so peppery, there's a lot of salt. And these are actually blessings that we don't even recognize as blessings. You bought a flight today to school, you bought a flight to your village, or you take a car to your village, you know, you drive to your friend's house, or you take a cab, and you think that journey mercies is just something that you're entitled to. No. You know, those are actually God's blessings that we are actually neglecting and thinking that they are nothing. But these are things that people die of every day. You just fall sick of malaria, and the next 3 to 4 days, whether you take drugs or not, you're already gaining your strength back. There are people that get malaria, and one minute later, after the virus has taken hold of them, they're out of the world. So God is protecting us from a lot of things, and those are what we should regard as His blessings. The songwriter says, count your blessings and name them one by one, and it will surprise you what God has done. The major reason why we don't give thanks, the major reason why we overlook God's blessings, is because we don't settle down to think. Bishop David Abioye once said, and I quote, if you can think, you can thank. If you can think, you can thank. And the reason why we don't thank God, and the reason why we don't see those things as God's blessings, is because we're not thinking. If you sit down and reflect in your life, the things that God has done for you, believe you me, some of them are worth shedding tears for. So my little encouragement to everyone listening to me is that begin to take positive steps, begin to take deliberate steps, begin to be intentional about counting your blessings. You don't need to wait to buy a new car. Are you breathing? It is a blessing. It's something you should be thankful for. And when we are thankful for all these things, Bishop Oyedepo will say, if you thank God for His finger, you'll see His hands. So let's just begin to look at our blessings and count them and say thank you, Jesus, because He's actually done a lot for us.
Mr. Neso, that was a very, very, very good one. Thank you very much for the wonderful light you shared with us today. I'm really grateful. So you see, let's give thanks to God. No matter how little you may think things are, just give thanks to God. Appreciate God. Appreciate God. Appreciate God. If you want to feature in any of the Passionate Virtual Series, Feel free to contact me on any of my social media platforms. Facebook, follow me, Oluwole. Twitter, follow Oluwole. And Instagram, follow Oluwole. Have a wonderful week. Be passionate.